One more time. Are you ready for a comic? There we go. Let's show this guy some Huntsville love. Again, he's another first-timer from Atlanta, Georgia. Give it up for Viet Huynh! Give it up for Viet!
Hi, everybody. My name is Viet Huynh. I was born and raised in the South, so I'm used to hanging out with like rednecks and NASCAR fans, right? They're my people, you know, I have no problems with them. But I think NASCAR fans just get a bad rap sometimes, you know, so maybe instead of calling them NASCAR fans, we can call them racing enthusiasts, or racists for short. I love racists, okay? Racists are people. I used to work as an engineer during the day. Surprise, surprise. And I pretty much just sat in my cubicle and I just tried to think of ways of not doing work, right? Like, I'm not trying to say I want to be like the worst employee. I'm just trying to be like the second worst employee. You know, just doing enough not to get fired. You know, I mean, because if you really think about it, if you put in 110% into anything, right, that's inefficient, a bad fuel economy. You know, like, consider me the Prius of the workforce. Yeah, so, I learned some tips along the way that I can pass on to you guys, okay? I'm not sure if you guys know this, but the word arouse can just mean to wake up, right? So next time you end up coming in late for work because you ended up oversleeping, right? Try going up to your boss saying, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I had the hardest time arousing myself this morning." It'll be so awkward, he'll never talk to you again. Here's a phrase that people use all the time, but if you really think about it, doesn't mean anything, right? Sounds like a plan, right? People say that all the time. But if you really think about it, you're not saying anything, right? You're not saying it's a good plan. You're not saying it's a bad plan. You're just saying it's a plan. You know, like you could probably set your email to auto-reply, which sounds like a plan, and you get answered like 95% of your emails. Right? You just set that thing up and you take a nap the rest of the day. It's awesome. And actually, though, it kind of backfired on me. My boss actually emailed me. He's like, "You better get this project done or you're fired." Sounds like a plan. That didn't go too well. I no longer have my engineering job. But I want to try to apply this with anything with my life. You know, if I'm in a situation where it's like, do you, Viet Huynh, take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? Sounds like a plan. I don't know if that's legally binding or not. You know, see how that goes. I didn't always work as an engineer. I used to work at an Office Depot back in the day, and probably my most uncomfortable situation was to help a customer that had a voice box, like with a hole in the neck and everything, right? It was really awkward because he was like a lot taller than me, so when he walked up to me, like his hole was like breathing on my face. Right? It was so gross, right? And he didn't make things any easier for me. He actually walks up to me and he says, "Tell me about your computers." And then like all I can think about was like, dude, can't you just like ask it yourself? You obviously speak the language. I was like, maybe I can plug you up, you know? Is that But, I think I missed my calling though. I think I should have been a marketer or an advertiser, right? Because it can't be that hard, right? I was watching this infomercial late at night for this product called the Easy Cracker. I don't know if you guys have seen this stroke of genius or not, but the Easy Cracker is a device that helps you crack eggs without making a mess. Like it's really that hard, right? But anyways, I couldn't help but think to myself, man, what a waste of a great product, man, right? Because I've been working on this device that warns white people that they're about to say something racist. And it's called the Easy Cracker. It'd be like the Staples button you just put right by your desk, you know? I could be like talking with my coworker and he'd be like, "Oh my God, Viet, I was just thinking about you. I was just at the nail salon and Easy, Cracker. We can save on some lawsuits, you know? I'm always looking for potential investors. If anyone wants to get in on this, we will make tens and tens of dollars. I meet interesting people after shows sometimes. I met a girl that was really excited to show me her tattoo, right? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I think it's maybe something on her neck, maybe a tramp stamp or something like that, right? But nope, she starts unbuttoning her pants and just drops trowel right in front of me to show me her butterfly tattoo on her upper thigh. Right? And I'm like, oh, that's nice. But then upon further inspection, the body of the butterfly was a penis. And the wings were actually two girls licking said penis. And she had a big smile on her face and she's like, I drew it myself. I'm like, of course you did. That's never been in any book that I've ever seen. My tattoo problem. I never looked through the book. It was like, okay, we have some mom heart tattoos, some poorly translated Chinese characters, and ooh, can I get the dick butterfly? Like, that's never happened, you know? A little bit of inside baseball. Like, I actually had this conversation with another comedian. I was just like, hey, what's funnier, dick butterfly or penis monarch? That was the right decision, I know. Dick Butterfly. That's gonna be the name of my band, though. It's gonna be Dick Butterfly, the Penis Monarchs. I like to mess around with social media. I especially like to use like #blessed for really stupid reasons. I was in a situation one time where I had to wipe my butt. And I had to sneeze at the same time. And you know, like your instinct that you would have when you have to sneeze, and you have some toilet paper in your hand.
No.
Is to bring it to your face. Right?
No.
But I resisted such an instinct, and that was what we're talking about on Facebook. Right? So I said, had to wipe my butt, but I had to sneeze at the same time, but resisted the urge to bring the paper to my face. Huzzah for no poop in my face. #blessed. 300 likes. Yeah. Another big surprise about me, I'm a huge nerd. That's the end. And it gets to a point sometimes where like the inner nerd in the back of my head just ruins my life sometimes. I was talking to this really cute girl, she was from New York. She was telling me the last time she visited the South, she got bitten by a spider. And how that doesn't happen to them in New York because they don't have spiders in New York, right? But all of a sudden, like the inner nerd in the back of my head is like, actually, Spider-Man is from New York. Like, maybe you should get your facts straight. By some miracle, brought a girl back to my place. She thought it'd be kind of kinky, maybe do a little bit of role playing, right? She's like, ooh, how about I be Princess Leia and you be Luke Skywalker? Yeah. Let me explain to non-nerds if they're in there. This is like, here comes inner nerd again. It's like, actually, it's supposed to be Princess Leia and Han Solo, and on top of that, Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker are brother and sister, so that's just gross. I think we should see other people. It's like, holy shit, my inner nerd just cock-blocked me. And, I'm so frustrated with my love life, you know? I got to a point in my life, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep doing the things that I love to do. And eventually, some girl's gonna think that's cool, right? So I'm basically playing this game of like relationship bingo, you know? So I'm like, stand-up comedian? Comic book nerd. And structural engineer. Right? And eventually some girl's gonna hold up her card and she's gonna be like, bingo. Right? And that girl's gonna be my biggest mom. And that's actually how I met my current fiance. She's a senior citizen. Met her at the bingo parlor. Because you know it's hard to play hard to get when you take the walker away. Just step on the oxygen tube. I'll take your breath away. I'm just kidding, okay. I am not engaged to a senior citizen. I actually hit the jackpot, everybody. I am engaged to a surgeon. Yeah. Woo! Ching! And no, that is not her name. It's awesome being engaged to a surgeon, because like I lived in Atlanta and she lives in Florida, and I just use like sick time off of work because that's a doctor's visit. It's great. She's smart. She's way smarter than me, but I have a little bit of bragging rights. I totally beat her in the game of operation. I mean, if you have like a real problem, you need to talk to her, but if you need to get a toilet taken out of your ankle, gotcha. But she won't let me get away with it, right? I mean, like, even in the bedroom, she's just like, And I'm like, what? I'm hitting the sides. One for me, So yeah, it's weird though, like, because people ask me, like, would you let your fiance, like, operate on you? And I was like, I'm not really sure, but I think I'd be the best damn fiance a week before. I'm not gonna wake up with like a PK scar on me or something like that, right? But on the flip side though, it might actually be a good idea if I pissed her off, because she would probably go more than out of her way to make sure I survive, so she can hold that shit over my head for the rest of my life. It's like, oh, you don't want to put the toilet seat down? Remember the time I saved your fucking life? And then, like, how do you even those odds, right? You can't, right? Pretty much all I could do is like take a bullet for her, But then that would just end up getting me at the hospital, and then she has to take him out, and then I'm just back to square one. It's not fair. God, I'm so glad I don't have to date anymore, because I can now talk to women as people. That's nice. Set up potential dates, and everything. Because I got in these situations all the time, right? I always met these girls that I really liked, but then they just ended up liking me as a friend. It always started out the same. We're hanging out, we're having a good time. Next thing you know, I'm helping them with their problems, like fixing their computer because they think I can do that, right? Helping them move, going shopping with them, and then I get that one phrase, that one phrase that's like a kiss of death, that one phrase where you just know you have zero chance with this girl, right? And that phrase is something along the lines of, you're gonna make a girl really happy one day, or, a girl's gonna be so lucky to have you. Bitch, don't you want to be lucky? Don't you want to be happy? What, do you hate yourself? It just gets on my nerves, I want to help out my fellow nice guy, I want to help out my fellow successful nice guy. So I'm going to start making these t-shirts, okay? These t-shirts are going to be like, what you say, don't you want to be happy up front? And in the back, it'll just be a really simple math problem, right? In the back, it'll just say something like, 780 credit is greater than 9 inches. See, some shit people. I'm just trying to get it to work in my favor, Because it's like, hey, I may or may not be able to please you in the bedroom, but I can co-sign for shit. What's more important, That's actually how I proposed to my fiance. Got down on one knee, all romantic like, and yeah. You were surprised at that part. So I got down on one knee, showed her my credit report, and I said, don't you want to be happy? And she looked at me with a big smile on her face, and she said, sounds like a plan. True love, right there. Yeah, it's awesome. As you guys can probably tell, that I'm performing in a power plant. I'm a big deal. And I know this, right? Because I have haters on Twitter. Yeah. I got my first racist tweet at me, right? And this person says to me on Twitter, he says to me, and I quote, he says, at Community Viet, he says, kill yourself, comma, you fat Asian, comma. Keep talking shit and you'll be deported back to your home, you chunky chink. How awesome was that, right? That was pretty amazing. What was really weird was the first thing that I thought of when I read it first thing in the morning was, I am not that fat. And you know what? I'm more insulted by his improper use of commas. And you know what? Like, the worst thing about it is if I was going to be deported back to my home, that would be South Carolina. Yeah, so I could have said all these things, you know. I could have really laid into them, but I only have 140 characters. So I decided to use 120, and I just said, easy cracker. Thank you guys so much, man. This is good.
Give it up for Viet Huynh.